Hey guys, it's Maya. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Samsung Tablet S7. And no, not the S7 Plus, the S7. I've noticed that this tablet has not been getting so much attention because a lot of people are amazed with the bigger screen on the S Plus, on the S7 Plus, which I don't blame them, but I definitely wanted to try the regular S7. So that's exactly what I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today. I absolutely love this tablet 100%. So I'm excited to just tell you, I'm just going to be telling you in this video the basic functions, what it has. The pen does come with a lot of gestures, but that's going to be in another video later on. So basically just to give you an overview on what you're going to be dealing with, especially if you decide to purchase the S7 or the S7 Plus. Now, the reason that I did not get the S7 Plus was because I already do have a laptop that has basically almost the same screen size, and that is my HP Spectre X360 2-in-1 laptop, and that is a 13-inch. And I believe the S7 Plus is a 12-inch, so might as well just stick to a smaller tablet and see how it goes. But so far, let me tell you, after my first impressions, I absolutely love it. So I'm going to be telling you guys my first impressions, what happened when I opened it, you know, simple information today. And again, there will be more videos later on features and a little bit more depth into this tablet. Now, before we get started, yes, I know I'm in a different background. This is my parents' room. I just wanted to try something new today, see if I can just see where it's better for me to film. And I know, we're still in Christmas and it's already February. They've been really busy, so it's been really hard right now just changing up a lot of things. But I'm not gonna lie, my mom, she has really good taste. Like, look at that aesthetic lamp. That's a beautiful lamp. Another thing I do want to say is thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate your guys' support 100%. We're almost at 400 subscribers within less than a month, which is freaking insane. So I really want to thank you guys so much for that, truly and honestly. More videos will be coming up. I'm so sorry. I know you guys are tired of me saying this, of me saying that I'm going to be posting weekly. School has been getting in the way, work has been getting in the way, and I know that's not an excuse because there's some people who are working and still posting weekly, even daily. So I'm so sorry, but just please give me time and videos will start coming through. So without further ado, let's get started in today's video. So you guys know I always like to start off with the colors. Now the colors they do come in is Mystic Black, Mystic Bronze, and Mystic Silver. Basically the basic colors that every device should come with. I thought that they were gonna come with like a really nice light blue, a really nice pink, but they just decided to stick it to those three colors in this series. And let me just tell you, they're absolutely beautiful. I love them very much. I love to stick to my devices for them to be black. I absolutely love them all in black because I don't know, I feel like it's a more, for me, it's a more classy, elegant look, you know what I mean? So it's really up to you, but you have three decisions from there. Okay, so the gigs and the internal storage that you do have with this is 128 gigs, 256 gigs, and 512 gigs. You can pick from those three types of rooms. It's really up to you. Again, I decided to stick to the 128, but I will get a little bit more into detail when it comes to storage in this video. The higher you go on gigs, the more expensive it is, unfortunately. It's really whatever you want. You can pick from those, but what I've noticed in the Samsung website is that when you go ahead and pick more higher storage or more storage, the less colors you'll be able to pick from, which is kind of disappointing. But at the same time, I mean, if you're a person who doesn't really care, then you go for it. But unfortunately, when you stick to like, I think 512 gigs, there's less variations. Same with the 256, but if you stick to the 128 gigs, you will be able to pick from those three colors. Okay, so now pricing. Pricing for me started at $129.99, and yes, I paid about $700 in the end, but let me tell you why. It also depends on where you live. It also depends how many gigs you did get, and it also depends if you want to make this tablet a carrier or just Wi-Fi. Believe it or not, you can make this bad boy a phone. Imagine a phone this big. If you really love big phones, this is definitely for you. Carrier, unfortunately, it's a little bit more expensive, on the expensive side. So me personally, if you're not going to be using it as a phone, stick to Wi-Fi. It's less cheaper. I think I would have probably paid about $800 to $900 if I made it a carrier. But in the end, when I explain a little bit more in this video, there's also advantages to that as well. Now, when it comes to what's in the box, you guys know I always like to do that at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and start it in the beginning of this video. So what comes in the box is you get your S Pen. Beautiful, comfortable pen with rubber tip. Again, I'll be a little bit more into detail with that, but it's such a beautiful pen. I absolutely love writing with it. I've already used this tablet for my history class with digital note taking. Beautiful, but again, I'll explain a little bit more into that in this video. Next, you have your charger head, which is 45 watts, which is super fast charging, and that would be up to 15 hours of video backplay, or you can just game stream video call work for hours on a single charge. And let me tell you, that is actually true, because I remember that sometimes when I take my history notes, it takes me about 3 hours, believe it or not, survive through the whole day. And then sometimes I like to play games there, survives through the whole day. Like literally, I don't have to charge it literally like half of the day or more than half of the day, and it's still like at 30%, which is freaking awesome. You have your charging cable, which is a USB Type-C port. Great that Samsung includes all their C ports, because I really do love that all of them are C ports, especially that you can use those to also charge the Samsung phone, to also charge your watches depending on what generation watch you have, your tablets. So I really like that Samsung does not change their cable charging so you can charge other Samsung devices, which is pretty awesome as well. You do also have your simple start guide and manuals, you know, same as usual, just telling you how to work the tablet. Even if, again, you're a tech person like I am, I sometimes still look through them just to make sure if I don't leave out any gestures. But I know that's what YouTube videos are for, but I still like to read through them sometimes, not all the time, but they're there if you're new to technology and you just need a little bit more help. You do also have your SIM injected tool, and that is basically for just adding a little bit more memory to your Samsung tablet, which is really awesome. This is my opinion, and this is what I say, that you should just stick to the 128 gig, because I believe with this Samsung Tab S7 you can go up to 1 terabyte of internal storage. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a little bit more into the display of the tablet, basically the screen, the functions, everything it has. So I'm very excited to explain this to you guys. So the screen is a beautiful 11-inch and it weighs about 1.1 pounds. As you can see, the tablet is very thin. It's actually thinner and lighter than the Surface Pro 7 and heavier than the 11-inch iPad Pro, which is insane because I've also seen the new iPads. They're really awesome as well. Also, the screen, it is a IPS LCD. The resolution is 1600 by 2560. Aspect ratio is 16 by 10. The motion smoothness can go up to 120 hertz. You can switch that on the settings depending on how you would really like the smoothness to be when it comes to scrolling through social media, through web pages. 120 hertz is all the way it can go up to. And let me just tell you, it even gives you a display on the settings to show you how faster it is with the 120 hertz. But unfortunately with that, it will waste a little bit more of your battery. But whenever I switched it to 120 hertz, the battery is still successfully there almost halfway through the day. Now on the back of the tablet, you do have your beautiful back matte finish, which is so beautiful. You have no fingerprints on this whatsoever, but it's such a beautiful, nice touch to it. I absolutely love it. I also like that they kind of got rid of that glass, just in case if we accidentally drop it, it won't be as shattered, but it's still really beautiful. They also gave you a glossy black band to place and charge your S Pen. That is specifically for your S Pen, for it to be charged there. Super beautiful. Now on the top of the tablet, you do have your 2 speakers and your mic. The mic sounds very clear. I absolutely love it. You guys saw in my last video where I did film my Samsung Galaxy Pro earbuds. I know it didn't sound as loud, but I'm gonna be honest with you, the mic is a little bit sensitive when it comes to hearing everything around you. So I heard that it was catching like the air conditioner, the air conditioning, and it was hearing like woo 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 in the tablet. But when I went outside, it was something completely different. It's perfect, but again, it's a little bit sensitive when it comes to hearing stuff around the room that you are located in. Now you do have the bottom, which is your 2 bottom speakers and your USB charging port. As always, this tablet is going to be 2 times or even 5 times louder because now it comes with 4 speakers. Every tablet from the back then of the Samsung series tablets, they've only had 2 speakers. So now this one has 4, so imagine how loud that is going to be. I do use these speakers for when it comes to working out in my garage and I'm looking at videos. This is definitely the place where it is very loud and I can hear it, especially when I'm far away from my tablet. I can hear it very, very well. You do have your left side of the tablet, which is your 2 connections where they connect to a keyboard, and in the middle are the sensors to activate Samsung DeX. Basically what that means, this amazing tablet with those sensors and with those connections, they can connect to a Bluetooth keyboard for you to activate Samsung DeX. And that is a really, really awesome program that I do want to explain. Samsung DeX is a program that came out on August of 2019. And this allows for users to connect to their portable devices for them to use it as a desktop or as a laptop. For example, my HP Spectre X360. I'm using Windows. Samsung DeX has its own program, which is Samsung DeX Windows. Samsung DeX is basically a program that you turn your tablet into a computer using portable keyboards, like how I mentioned before. Samsung DeX has its own PC type program using the same app icons that are displayed on your Samsung phones, but this time is displayed as a computer. I do not need a Bluetooth keyboard because I already have my 2-in-1 laptop here. This is basically a portable tablet that I just really, really wanted and needed. So the thing that I'm trying to say is that we know that Samsung users who really, really like to use Samsung a lot and are already used to Samsung devices, we do already know how our gallery app looks like, how our phone app looks like, our messenger app looks like, how our Samsung internet looks like. I can go on forever, but those apps are going to be displayed on this S7 as a computer. Those are going to be your app icons. Just like in Windows, we know how our OneNote looks like, how our Word looks like, how our Google Chrome looks like, how our Recycle Bin looks like. That's the way it is. I just really wanted to take notes and read from my notes so I can really explain to you guys what I'm talking about. And trust me, it's an amazing application. I really wish I could have showed you guys that, but again, I don't need it because I do have my 2-in-1 HP Spectre X360 laptop. Take a look a little bit more of those other videos that do have that displayed there right in front of you so you know exactly what I mean. So basically, it's just a portable laptop. It can be a portable laptop, which is pretty cool. You can even use Samsung DeX on TVs. Literally anything that it can mirror to, it's gonna be there. So imagine when giving a PowerPoint at work or at school, boom, awesome. So on the right side of the tablet, you have your fingerprint sensor, which is also a fingerprint sensor and a home button or a lock button. And you do have your volume button. You also have your micro SD card slot. You do have your front camera, which is a self camera in the center. Now the old tablets, they used to have the cameras on the top corners, like on the very top. Like this is the tablet, they used to have them here. Now they have them horizontally in the center of the tablet, which is really cool because I feel like that's very beneficial when it comes to video chatting or anything that when it comes to taking selfies. 8-megapixel camera, so it can record up to 1080p at 30 frames per second on recording, which is really awesome. Now you do have your back camera, which is 13 megapixels wide, 5-megapixel ultra wide, and record a 4K at 30 frames per second. Now, I really do love the back camera of this, absolutely beautiful. Something a little bit more bigger than beautiful, I really do like the way that they improved, especially with their camera. I did have my Samsung Tab A, and the camera, it was good, but it wasn't as good. But this camera on this tablet is really good compared to the Tab A. Now you do have your S Pen, so I'm very excited to get a little bit more into depth with the S Pen. The S Pen has many included features such as camera, smart select, etc. So you can take pictures with the S Pen just like how they've been doing with the Note series, where you can take pictures just with the S Pen. Just so you don't have to buy a Bluetooth remote to take pictures, you have your S Pen already with you. And the cool thing is that with purchasing, the S Pen already comes included. So the S Pen, it's really beautiful, really nice length, especially compared to the S Lite pen in the S Lite tablet series. So these are really, really awesome. Again, you can take pictures, smart select when screenshotting specific things for pictures as well when it comes to note taking. Now, speaking of note taking, the tip is a nice rubber material with no ticking noise as you write on the screen. So basically, again, I've been using this for my history notes, and when I'm just writing and writing and writing, there is no noise like when I lift up and do this. And I've noticed, and I've seen some comparisons with the Apple Pencil and this amazing stylus, that the Apple Pencil is much more louder because it is a plastic tip on the Apple Pencil. But on the S Pens, they're rubber tips. Let's say you're in a class and it's just very quiet in there and you don't want to make so much noise when writing on glass. Definitely this will not make any noise at all. Like I said before, I will be mentioning more features about the S Pen later on in another video. I just want to give you again the specs and just remind you through this video, so you just make sure, hey, she didn't, mention the S Pen that much. Yes, I know, because I really do want to make a separate video for that. Now, gaming. I am not a huge gamer when it comes to playing on tablets or computers. I always like to play on my Xbox consoles or my Wii. Yes, I still have a Wii. Or my Nintendo Switch. I just really like to play on those consoles. I've noticed that with the app Game Pass, you can definitely play on your tablet, on your computer, on your desktop, on your phone, which is pretty awesome. But with that mentioning, let me tell you something. There is tablets that come with 6 to 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I believe this one's a 6 gigabytes, and it is really fast. Believe it or not, I've played Among Us on this. Really good. I know Among Us is not considered a good high def game because it's a computer game. It's a game that also kids can play, but the graphics overall, they're really good, even if the graphics are not meant to be that good, if that makes any sense. This is a good part, you can possibly get a free gaming controller, and also you would get free 4 months of YouTube Premium when you purchase this tablet. I did get a controller, but I think my dad's using it right now and I don't want to interrupt his gaming. Xbox that comes with a stand, and you can be playing, if you have Game Pass on your phone, you can be playing and it's like a stand there. So you don't have to stand your phone anywhere and you're like, oh, I can't see what's going on. So I think that's really awesome. So thank you so much for that, Samsung. Now, going back to the controller, you do get 3 free months of premium Game Pass, thanks to Samsung. So thank you so much for that, Samsung, as well. So I think that's pretty awesome when you're gonna purchase even the S7 tablet. So definitely keep that in mind. You will also get benefits and advantages from that as well. Okay guys, so that's all I have to say about this tablet. This was basically, again, my first impressions after I did open the tablet before I made this video. But I wanted to let you guys know what I thought, what were my thoughts about this tablet. So if you guys really did enjoy this video and I did give you enough information, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down any questions you guys have below. I've been responding to a lot of questions. I've been trying to give you the best answer I possibly can give you. But again, if I can't answer those questions, I do recommend you do go to Samsung support or Samsung.com, so they can definitely have you chat with a little bit more of an expert, because I'm not an expert, just letting you know, but an actual expert that knows all about the devices. Please go check them out. And again, thank you so much, guys. And just to let you guys know, my background music is actually by Music Studio FX. If you guys want a little bit more information about that, please don't hesitate to either send me a message on one of my social medias or just leave a comment down below and we'll have a little conversation. But again, I do prefer you do message me privately on my social medias. They will all be down in the description box below. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.